This is the online math tutoring stream for mathcelebrity.com, and let's get it started. We've got 3 times the sum of 2 decreased by x is 9. 2 decreased by x, 2 minus x, 3 times the sum means we multiply 2 minus x by 3. And we've got to wrap this thing in parentheses because we are multiplying the entire term. Okay, that's the second part. The word phrase is 9 means equal to. So we set 3, 2 minus x equal to 9. And I'm just going to drop this down here. Equal sign, and this, my friends, is our algebraic expression. Right, moving on. Square root of the sum of 2 variables. I think we've done this one before, but I want to do it again because it comes up a few times. The phrase 2 variables means we choose 2 arbitrary variables. Let's call them x and y. X, y. The sum of 2 variables means we add x plus y. Square root of the sum 2 variables is written as square root. I don't have the square root symbol here, so I'm just going to do like this. That is how it's done. All right, that's another algebraic expression, square root. Done. All right. Let's do this literal equation. This one's kind of new, but it uses the same principles we've covered on other streams. So it says x divided by y plus 9 equals n for x. Okay, so subtract 9 from each side. Y. Well, we want to isolate n. To isolate the x term. Minus 9, and we got whatever you do to the left, you got to do to the right. Cancel the 9s on the left side, and we get x over y equals n minus 9. Now we're almost home because we have a fraction on the left side. We can cross multiply denominator y by n minus 9. So we get x equal to, and I'm going to, oops, wrong window, bold, y times n minus 9, and that is our answer. In fact, this should be bold too. We had 2 moves here. We want to get rid of the 9. We isolate the x term, and then what's nice is we've got a little proportion here. So we can just multiply through by y, and we solve that one pretty easy. Okay, next. This was interesting that came in. We've got if SC equals HR and HR equals AB, then SC equals AB. Okay, so SC equals HR given. Since HR equals AB, we can substitute AB for HR. We have SC equal AB by substitution. That's it. So all you had to do is recognize that SC equals HR, you write out your given, you realize that HR is also equal to AB, you could substitute AB for HR, and boom, you've made your proof. All right. After 20 minutes, Juan had completed 12 questions, which is 0.7 of his assignment. What percent of the assignment has Juan not completed? Okay, we know that 0.7 equals 70%. You know how to convert decimals to percentages by for people that don't get equals 7 over 10. 7 over 10 know that 0.7 as a percentage is 0.7 times 100 equals, or 100% equals 70%. This means Juan did not complete 100% minus 70% equals 30%. The following amount of questions. So there's two ways you could have done this. Well, actually, no, because they asked percentage. So the first thing we do is we convert 0.7 as a percentage to, or as a decimal to percentage. We also know that the total amount of questions equals 100%. He either completed them or he didn't. In fact, I should probably state that. In this problem, double line here, we have either or. Juan either completed the question or did not complete the question. 100% of questions as one of two classifications. I'm going to write this out for people that don't get what just happened. Completed or not completed. This means Juan did not complete the following amount of questions. So we take 100%, which is all the questions, minus 70%, which you completed, you get 30%. And that is how solve that one. Long. Just this. Let's get this going here. There are 60 students in a class, 3/4 of them are girls. How many boys are there? In the class, we have either boys or girls. Total students equals 60. 3/4 of 60 equals 45. And the reason why I know that is because, in fact, here, let me drop a line here, equals 60 times 3 over 4. Since 60 divided by 4 equals 15, we have 15 times 3 equals 45. 45 girls. Boys equal 60 minus girls. Boys equal 60 minus 45. Boys equal 15. This is one way to solve this problem. The other one you could have said is if 3/4 of them are girls, we know that 1/4 by subtracting fractions is boys. 1/4 of 60 is 15. Oh, either way is fine. This was another percentage, by the way. We had a multiplication. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's take this temperature one. Our audience loves those temperature problems. At midnight in Winnipeg, the temperature was negative 23 degrees Celsius. During the next 24 hours, the temperature rose 12 degrees Celsius, then dropped 8 degrees Celsius. What was the final temperature? Temperatures rising mean we add negative 23 plus 12 equals negative 11. Temperatures rising 12 degrees Celsius. Let me write it out nice here. So we start with this. This is going to be sine. By the way, this is sine operations and signed integers. Okay. Temperatures. Now let's do this again. Temperatures dropping 8 degrees Celsius mean we subtract. So we got negative 11 from here, minus 8 equals negative 19. And I'm going to put the little degrees Celsius so we can make our answer look official. So temperature. The key here was you have to know if the temperature rises, you're adding. If the temperature falls, you're subtracting. And we're getting a grand total. We start with negative 23, add 12, subtract 8. We get our final answer. All right. The wheel takes 1/12 minutes to make a complete turn. How many turns does it make in half a minute? Okay, a couple of moves we got to make here. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. And this is standard. If you don't know your time conversions, I suggest you go back and study those. But 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 1/12 minutes equals 60 divided by 12 equal 5 seconds. So there's 60 seconds in a minute. 1/12 of that is 5 seconds. Half a minute equals 30 seconds. Or 60 divided by 2 equal 30 seconds. So we know that a complete turn is done every 5 seconds, right? 1 turn per 5 seconds. 1 turn every 5 seconds. To get to 30 seconds, we need to multiply by 6 because 30 divided by 5 is 6. So times 6 over 6 equals what? 6 turns per 30 seconds, which is a half minute. That's our answer. That was the key. First, we got to know that a minute is 60 seconds. 1/12 of that is 5 seconds. So 1 turn is made every 5 seconds. Next, it asks how many turns does it make in a half minute? A half minute is 30 seconds. 5 seconds into 30, 6 times, we get 6 turns. So we had a product, we had conversion, and we had time. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's try this one for fun. Shopkeeper buys a box of 20 cans of cola for $10. He sells the cans for 65 cents each. Work out his percentage profit. Okay, profit equals revenue minus cost. Cost equals $10, right? He spent $10 on the cans. Revenue equals sale price per can times number of cans. Revenue. In fact, let's separate this out. Calculate revenue. I can talk about the cost later. Calculate revenue. Let's just do this nice and easy. Equals sale price 0.65 cents times 20. Revenue equals calculator because I'm lazy. 13. Okay. Calculate profit. know that profit equals revenue time minus cost. Profit equals given a cost of 10. Revenue is 13 minus and cost is 10. Profit equals 3. Okay. The question asks, work out his percentage profit. And what I think this is asking is percentage profit equals profit divided by revenue times 100%. So we've got this, calculate this, break this off here. Okay, we've got profit of 3, revenue of 13 times 100%, profits 3 divided by 13, 13, this, 100%, percentage profit equals 23.08%. Why? Because we're going to round up this one 1 because this is greater than 5. So this is our percentage profit on our revenue. So we've got profit, revenue, cost, percent. Outstanding. All right, let's keep it moving. This one came in kind of garbled. I had to clean up the typing from the student or the parent, but I'm going to assume this is F times G. In fact, let me write that because there's no dot or times that came in with this one. So the problem reads if f of x equals 2x minus 5 and g of x equals 5 minus 2x, and f times g of negative 2 equals, well, the first thing we want is f times g of x equals f x x times g of x. I think that's what they want here. You know what? I'm going to come back to this one because this one could be interpreted 2 ways. So let me go back here. I'm going to put this back on my notes because I don't put this one, research this one. Let's do this one. Hanging out. Nope, we're good. Jane has $55 to spend at Cedar Point. The admission price is $42 and each soda is $4.25. Write in an inequality to show how many sodas he can buy. Well, cost for the day is price per soda times, say, let S be the number of sodas. Cost for the day is price per soda times S plus admission price. So we've got 425 S plus 42. We're told that Jane has 55, which means Jane cannot spend more than 55. Jane can spend up to or less than 55. We write this as an inequality using less than or equal to 55. So what we have is this less than or equal to 55. Now, this is your inequality, and I don't know, by the way this problem's written, you could be asking to solve for S or just the inequality itself. So what I'm going to do is do both. If the problem asks you to solve for S, we type it in our math engine and we get... All right, so what I'm going to do is go off screen real quick into the Math Celebrity site. I'm going to drop this in our math engine, and I'm going to get the step-by-step solution here. There we go. Okay, give me a moment. I'm copying and pasting all this. All right, so put this in here. There we go. Here I come. I'm coming back. Solve for S, and then so I just took this inequality, rewrote it here. We're going to solve for S. And you could start reading through the first steps while I clean up the paste, because we've got tables and pasted so it throws off the format. And this is our answer. So just like an equation, we want to get rid of the numbers. We get rid of 42. Now we're left with 42.25s. Now we want to get rid of the s coefficient, so we're just left over with s. With that, and we've got our inequality. S is less than or equal to 3.05 or 06 if you round. So let's just round because dollars and cents, and we are done. Actually, we're in a composite function. That was last inequality, algebraic expression, and we're done. All right, one more for the night, and we can go relax. Let's see what we got. Your classmate asserted that, the format here, asserted that x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals 12 minus 4x minus x squared, or and has the same factors. Is your classmate correct? We want to factor this. Factor. Okay. I'm going to go off screen here. I'm going to factor this real quick. Factor the quadratic. Yes, indeed. And when we do that, we get... I can't paste the table here. So what I'm going to do is x plus 2, x minus 6. Okay. So this one is x plus 2, x minus 6. If you multiply this through with FOIL, you get this. Now we want to do the same thing with this. Factor. Heat in the background. I'm glad it didn't come on until the last problem here. I'm going off screen here real quick. Let me just... x squared. Oh, you know what? Negative x squared minus 4x plus 12. I'm going to factor this thing. And this is... x. Yeah, I don't see... I'm trying to factor this thing. I don't think he factored. This cannot be factored. If I try to do negative x plus 2, x minus 6, I get negative 12. I get negative x squared. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it can be. So I'm wrong here. Didn't realize this was... If I multiply this through, I get negative x squared plus 2 plus 6. Oh, it can't be factored. Nope, because that's negative and negative positive. This cannot be factored. I want to go off screen here real quick. Check something on... Oh, yeah. I'm wrong again. Okay. It is actually factored like this. Nope. And because the x minus 6 term has a negative coefficient, x equals negative 6, x equals 2, x equals negative 6, x equals 2. Therefore, factors are x equal negative 2, negative 2, x equal 6. This one, therefore, factors are x equal to negative 2, x equal to negative 6. Because they don't have two matching factors, your classmate is incorrect. And that's it. We're factoring a binomial, quadratic. That's it. So we're done. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next stream.